guys, it's Cam with Tekamo, and I'm here at the VANAIR booth with Donnie, and we're just checking out some of the new electric work truck stuff.
All right, so what we're looking at here is our lithium iron phosphate. So this is our ELiMENT battery. It's been out here for a few years now. It's a 16-cell battery. It's got its own internal BMS, along with the display, the controller that comes with the system here. This is going to give us our fault readings, our individual cell voltages. It's going to show when we're charging. Any of that data logging stuff is going to come in here. That comes standard with the battery itself. And then it's kind of that a la carte type package, so we can add in other features. So like going from the battery side, we can do the EPTO. So maybe you want to keep your truck shut off, but still want to run your hydraulic crane. We can do an electric PTO system for you to power that, so 15 gallons a minute. We could add air into it. So just moving on past you here, we've got a recip compressor that's going to power off this battery. So how this system is going to work, the compressor is going to fill that tank up to the first time for the day. So let's say this has a max pressure of 150 pounds. We're going to get to that 150 pounds. It's going to have a 30 PSI differential. So it's going to allow you to consume air with the compressor shut off. About 120 PSI, it's going to kick it back on. A single battery running this compressor system, 30-gallon tank, 20-gallon tank, it's going to cycle this compressor over 700 times before I've got to recharge that battery. Let's get past that mindset of the range anxiety. How much work can I get done? This is going to get you through that 8-hour workday, or your independent guys, your 12 and 14-hour days.
18 hours.
18 hours.
Say we're at zero with the battery, like we just did a job and we didn't plug in the night before, and buddy forgot it.
Sure.
He didn't plug in the night before. He gets up, he starts driving to his job. He's got 2 hours to get there. How much charging are we going to get in that 2 hours? Like, how much is that battery
So if we're doing an alternator, it's a 5 kilowatt alternator, and I'm driving to that job site, from a depleted battery to fully charged takes about an hour to hour and a half.
Okay.
Right? So that's going to be your fastest form of recharge.
Yeah.
You're looking at that 3 to 4 hour time frame if you're doing DC to DC conversion.
Okay.
So that's, again, completely drained battery, or the battery management system will actually shut the battery off when you hit a certain threshold that's near depleted.
So right? DC to DC conversion is just if you're just hooking this up to your truck's 12-volt system that you already have, and your alternator's charging this battery pack, right?
Correct.
Just one battery pack will get you about halfway, you said, on a 2-hour drive?
Yeah,
50% charge?
It gets you about 50% charge. So in reality, let's say you've consumed roughly half your battery. In that 2-hour drive, you should be topped back off by the time you get to your job site.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't forget to plug it in. I mean, that's on you if you forget to plug it in, really.
Sure.
One of the other things, too, that I like about it is the noise, right? I mean,
it is quiet.
Realistically, it's going to be about as noisy as, like, your compressor in a small shop, like one that's probably in your garage kind of thing, right? Because it's just electric, you know. It's just a compressor head. I mean, even quieter would be, I guess, the rotary screw, eh? Does that be quieter? Or?
Yep.
So we got a solution here, I guess, for running power tools. We got the inverter that you can hook up to this. We got the compressors. What about welders? So if you're going to build an all-in-one type of system for a guy.
So we do. If you're looking for smaller scale welding and such, so 140 amp and below, we do have our EPEQ welder here. So this is a lithium-ion battery-powered welder. It runs off 120 volt input charge, and you can divorce that. You've got about, if you're running 332nd electrodes, for instance, you're running about a dozen sticks before it's going to tell you need to recharge that. So a fair bit of light scale welding. But when we get into larger scale welding, that's when we'll look at like the Air products and such, and like the new 330 diesel. We've been working with Lincoln Electric for about 4.5 years or so on. This is the latest offering from VANAIR. This is the Air 330 diesel. It's 330 amps, 100% duty cycle. It's 10,000 watts AC constant output. It has 12 and 24 volt battery boosting, charging, chassis support, auto start stop. It's got a true American-made 60 CFM rotary screw compressor that comes standard with a lifetime warranty on the air, and you follow the maintenance schedules, use the consumables, fluids, and filters, right? The only thing I need to access on this machine is going to be your engine oil fill for this electronically governed and controlled Kubota D902, as well as on the backside, we have your 60 CFM VANAIR rotary screw compressor air filter, and the Kubota's engine air filter right here. So that is your 3 points you're going to touch on the top. Then as you're opening over here on the side, so not only are we making it simple, let's say we want to service this, it's windy out, we're working out in the yard, whatever it may be. It's all toolless removal of panels and such. So now I can keep these panels from getting into our way. And now I have access to everything I need to service on this machine. So my engine dipstick for my oil, my engine fuel filter, my engine oil filter, and then we move over to the compressor side. Compressor oil filter, compressor air oil separator element or coalescing element, our compressor oil level sight glass, our compressor oil fill, as well as our RTDs here, so our pressure and temperature transducers, as well as they're in holsters right now, but our engine oil and compressor oil drain hoses.
Yeah, I like how everything's easy to service. Like all the filters are here, eh? There's no other filters anywhere else. Other than the air filter.
Air filter's on top.
At least when they make it easy to service, you're not spending the day servicing your all-in-one, you're spending like an hour, right? Maybe.
From the control standpoint for this guy, so again, trying to keep it as user-friendly as possible. We come over here to the Marlin controller here that we're using. There we go. So it's going through its sequencing here, and this is what your home screen would look like. We can select what feature we want to use. So let's say we're going to weld. We can select that. And now we can come over here underneath this key and we can select what type of welding are we doing.
Can you fine-tune the welding like that too, or is the welding only stepped?
Yep, it's fine-tunable as well. So let's go. We want a traditional arc weld, stick weld there.
Yeah.
So we can fine-tune this as well. So we can jump, or we can use the rotary deal here, and we can go by amperage, right?
And this panel is removable?
This panel right now is shown bolted to it, but again, Airnarc being the original all-in-one system, we're also the original for remote panel. So that is pretty common nature for us. So this could be mounted in a compartment. I have complete control over the machine over a single panel. And then I've got a machine located either up on a side pack in the load space. So our target is always to keep it to fit on a 21-inch side pack, fit inside a 48-inch load space. So and then the panel again can go in a compartment somewhere else.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks. That's the Airnarc booth at ConExpo 2023. Come check it out. Come find us and get a hat.
I didn't get a hat.
You want a hat? Here. Hat. Yeah. Check it out. We got lots of nice hats.
I got to cover this bald spot, man.
There you go.
Oh yeah, dude.